Alright guys, Blackwings are getting new support. They got a new boss monster and some more stuff, so let's go ahead and check it out. So this is coming out in, I guess, DarkWing Blast. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. So let's get started with the first new card. It is called Blackwing Vada the Knave, I think it's pronounced. But anyways, it's a level 2 DarkWing Beast Tuner effect monster, 800 attack, 0 defense points. So you can only special summon it with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. So the first part of the effect is if you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Vada the Knave, you can special summon this card from your hand. It's an easy summon condition. Second part is during your main phase, you can send this card on the field and one more Blackwing non-tuners from your deck to the graveyard whose total levels exactly equal 8, and if you do special summon one Blackwing Dragon from your extra deck, also you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except for dark monsters. Okay, so Blackwing Dragon is one of like the cards that I believe, hold on, I gotta double check on this one really quick. I believe this is the one where it stops like burn damage, right? Where it's like if you would take card effect damage, you place, yeah, okay, that's what it is, okay. So that one's not really that great other than for like that effect specifically, but I don't know if it has any other like great utility. You can remove all black feather counters and then lose like a bunch of stats for it. But for the most part, it's just for like the effect counter. I think this is the only time it really saw like good play. But next up we have Blackwing Shamal the Sandstorm, which is a level 4 DarkWing Beast Tuner effect, 1600 attack, 0 defense points, and it says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of the effect is you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard to place one black feather whirlwind from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone. So by the way, Black Feather is the same name as Blackwing, it's just the OCG, that's what it's called. So you get to put in Blackwing Whirlwind, which I believe that's the card where it's a searcher, right? It's been so long since I played Blackwings, but I still like, yeah, Black Whirlwind is the one where when it's summoned, you get to add one with less attack than the one you just summoned. Okay, so that's actually a pretty decent effect. So you can just be like, all right, go instantly for Black Whirlwind. And then if a Blackwing Synchro monster and or Blackwing Dragon is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card, target a Blackwing monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then take 700 damage. Okay, so I don't know whether making it all about Blackwing Dragon, that card is really irrelevant, but maybe there's going to be something that makes it good. But being able to target any Blackwing that could be, you know, Gale, you can half the attack, you can go for a Kalu. Is that still like viable in 2022 though? Probably not, let's be honest here, so far at least. Next up we have Chinook the Snow Strike. This is a level 2 DarkWing Beast effect monster, 100 attack, 700 defense points, and it says you can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. The first part of the effect is you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Send one Blackwing Synchro monster or one Blackwing Dragon from your extra deck to the graveyard. If you do until the end of this turn, the target monster loses 700 attack. Also, its effects are negated. This is a quick effect if you control a Dark Synchro monster. Okay, that's actually a really good effect, just being able to negate from the hand. Keep in mind, Blackwings have the ability to search the cards with like Whirlwind, and obviously you can search Whirlwind now, so you're always going to have like at least one negate, because remember, its effect is only like a once per turn, so even though you're able to add it back, Yu-Gi-Oh is usually a game where that one turn is all that really matters. But being able to recycle, potentially this card could be pretty good. It's like a Veiler for Blackwings, right? And for the most part, and they also lose 700 attack for like, you know, extra bonus, right? Granted, you have to control a, you know, Blackwing or Synchro monster. This is not going to be that hard in Blackwings. Next up, though, we have Blackwing Suthri the Illusory Spark, and it is a level 4 DarkWing Beast effect monster, 1400 attack, 1400 defense points. It says you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. The first part of the effect is when this card is a normal summon, you get to add one card that mentions Blackwing Dragon from your deck to your hand, except for Blackwing Suthri the Illusory Spark, which obviously, hold on, I gotta double check on that. That one where it's just instantly go for Black Whirlwind. Okay, that's all that really matters. Like, as long as you summon this, you get to add Black Whirlwind, but then obviously you lose the summon unless you're running double summon, right? Which some people may consider. All right, let's see what else it does though. So it says you contribute one monster. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except for Synchro monsters. Also special summon Illusory Spark token Wing Beast Tuner. Dark level 2, 700, then take 700 damage. So they're all about sevens. It's supposed to be something like with like lucky 7/7. Okay, interesting effect. It does let you tribute any monster. Okay, I'm not sure what you'd really tribute in Blackwings, other than like if you can summon like Bora just to special summon and then just get a token just for a level 2. Then you can go sync into 6. Interesting. Next up though, we got Blackwing Zonda the Timely Knight, which is level 6 DarkWing Beast effect monster, 2300 attack, 900 defense points, and it says you can only use one of the first one of the second and third effects of this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. The first part is you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for synchro monsters. The second part is if this card is normal or special summon, you get to target one monster on the field, return it to the hand. That's actually pretty decent. Third effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon one level 5 or higher Blackwing monster from your hand or deck, then take damage equal to its attack. Now this card can actually be pretty decent. I mean, just banishing it from your graveyard to instantly just go for a level 5 from the deck, that's good. It has to be 5 or higher. So like you can do plays with, was it Sirocco, right? It's been so long since I've played like Blackwings. Sirocco, yeah, this is the one that's it is 5, and it like can absorb all the attack. But again, this is for like doing like OTKs. Okay, interesting enough. And then yeah, you can go for that. Or you can go for basically a lot of the other one. What is it? Is it Elfin the Raven? Elfin. Like I know all the Blackwings. Target one monster. Okay. When this card is normal summon, you can target a monster your opponent controls change battle. But again, a lot of these cards are just outdated. Okay, this is the boss monster. It's an assault mode. No wait. Okay, so this is Blackwing Assault Dragon. It is a level 10 dark dragon synchro effect monster. 3200 attack, 2800 defense points. So materials are 1 tuner synchro monster plus 1 plus non-tuner monster. So it is a generic one. Okay. Well, it does require a tuner synchro, but it must be either a synchro summon or special summon by banishing 1 tuner synchro monster and 1 Blackwing dragon from your field and or graveyard. Oh, okay. Interesting. And then the first part of the effect is each time your opponent activates monster effect, place 1 black feather counter on this card, and if you do, inflict 700 damage to them. Okay, so this could actually be a really good card turn 1, because if your opponent just activates so many effects, yeah, they can just burn themselves to death. The second part is during your opponent's turn, as a quick effect, you can tribute this card with 4 more black feather counters to destroy all cards on the field. That's a pretty dang good effect, being able to just burn them and then eventually pop everything. So they're going to be forced to get rid of this card before you activate its effect to get rid of their board, and they are going to more likely you're going to activate like 4 effects, so that's like 2800 points of damage, and then you get rid of their stuff. So it's like you're burning your opponent, but you're also taking a lot of burn damage from your own card effects. This card is pretty decent though. There's a decent boss monster. Next up though, we have Boreas. Oh, they got more boss monsters? Let's see. This is TCG Guess Blackwing Boreas the Evil Wing. Okay, so it's level 6. Oh no, okay, this is the new synchro. Okay, so level 6 DarkWing Beast synchro tuner effect monster, 2400 attack, 1200 defense points. Its materials are 1 dark tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters, and it says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of the effect is if this card is synchro summon, you can send 1 Blackwing monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this card levels becomes that monster. So you can just send value, make it level 1, okay? It would be like a little level eater. Alright, the second effect is when this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can banish 1 Blackwing monster from your face-up field or graveyard to special summon the destroyed monster to your field in defense position. Okay. So it's like kind of like a YuGiOh Guardian. I mean, come on, YuGiOh Guardian 2022. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but it's still like a little bit weird to have that effect. Next up though, don't talk about, yeah, we got more support. This is insane. Next up, we got Black Feather Whirlwind. Okay. So this is a continuous spell card that says once per turn, if you special summon a dark synchro monster or monsters from the extra deck, you can target 1 of your Blackwing monsters or Blackwing dragon with a lower attack that is banished or in your graveyard and special summon it. Okay. Second part is once per turn, if a dark monster you control would be destroyed battle by card effect, you can remove 1 black feather counter from your field instead. Oh wow, that actually is pretty good, because now that you have extra protection with the other card, with the one that gets all the counters from like your opponent like activating monster effects, right? Next up we have Blackwing Twin Shadow, which is a normal trap card that says you can activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. If you control 2 or more Blackwing monsters, you can activate this card from your hand. Return 2 of your Blackwing monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard to the deck and or extra deck, 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner. Just special 1 Blackwing synchro monster or 1 Blackwing dragon from your extra deck whose level exactly equals the total level of this monster. This is treated as a synchro summon. Okay. So maybe when you get those 4 counters, you blow it up, you're able to bounce back some of the stuff and then go for another one. That could be pretty interesting. I'm curious to know if anyone's going to really be playing this, because it almost seems like a win harder card. Like you'd have to go off and then go for your plays versus like you just get your plays negated, you don't have any follow-up, right? Because you'd have to return. I guess if they're in your graveyard, you get to go for another card, but more like your opponent will probably just stop it. Next up, though, we have the Shadow Squall, which is a counter trap card. It says you can only use one of the first and second effects of this card's name per turn, only once a turn. The first part of the effect is when a spell or a trap card is activated, you can remove one black feather counter from your field and negate the activation if you destroy that card. So it's basically like a solemn. And then second part is if you control Blackwing Dragon, you can set this card from your graveyard to your field, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, I don't know whether they really want to support Blackwing Dragon. Maybe it's for the lore or something. Very decent support though. I think Blackwings have a lot of potential with some of these newer cards. I mean, the boss monster's pretty solid. The negate anything and destroy, that's great. And then you have some like extra burn damage. You can bring back some of the cards. The Blackwings are looking pretty good. And they have like basically a Veiler over here. And on top of that, remember, this card only has 100 attack, so basically anything, even Vayu I believe has like 800 attack, and you can just go for it instantly. So let me know guys what you think of the new Blackwings. I think it's pretty solid, not like broken OP like turn 1 GGs automatically, but it's a pretty solid amount of support. And any more support later down the line, we'll definitely be covering it on the channel. Let me know your guys' thoughts on them. But if you guys want to see those newer cards and this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe with the bell notification on. And yeah, we'll cover the rest of the cards in Darkwing Blast very soon. But take care. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.